and cut some cut flowers for some arrangements for my parents that will be in this week. We are getting ready to leave and go on vacation, so I want there to be fresh flowers, and I think I'll do at least 2 or 3 arrangements, and I'll take you along for that. But there have been a lot of questions in regards to the backyard and the front yard, and really it's nothing impressive. It looks a lot like the last time that you guys saw back here. That's why I haven't done much of an update. Everything that we do in the front and the back will be done in the fall, and I'm hoping the front is a priority, and I'm hoping that the people that we use to rip out and plant the bulk stuff will be able to get to the front and the back this fall. Fingers crossed. We'll see. But I'll give you just a little bit of a tour of back here. It's the middle of the day. It's like 102 degrees outside right now, so everything's looking hot. The hydrangeas are wilted. Even though they just got water this morning, but you know how it goes. If you live anywhere in zone 7 or hotter, then you get it. It's summer and you're just trying to make it through. So we're just trying to, at this point, just get everything through the summer and keep it alive so that this fall we can keep what we want and donate and give away the things that we'll be removing and not reusing. So why don't we just go ahead and turn around and take a look at everything in the back, and then I'll get some cut flowers cut, and then we'll go inside and do some arrangements.
If this isn't the definition of summer, I don't know what is. Obviously, you know, at the end of the day, as the sun goes down and it starts to cool off, they start to perk up quite a bit. But just a lot of green back here. Need to get some things pulled over here. The larkspur is ready and to be pulled. It's already gone to self-seed. And then this is a bummer. I was pulling a Virginia creeper vine, which I need to go back there and cut. I'm behind on that, but I was pulling that off of this Deutzia, and I broke one of these. Everything else still looks good. It still has you know, a couple pieces that are good, but I need to get that cut off. And yeah, I mean, it looks, everything's just really hot. I haven't been out here to deadhead these on a regular basis. We've just been so busy inside with the basement, but they've been getting watered and they'll stay alive. But this fall, this is going to get limbed up drastically. Let me show you, not drastically, but quite a bit. Let me show you after it got fertilized. And you can see up here that it's still kind of blooming. After it got fertilized, after Arbor Image came and did the deep root fertilization, it pushed a lot of blooms and it pushed a ton of growth. So let me show you what I'm talking about, because this comes out pretty far, almost to this walkway right here. And I'm almost always hitting my head on it as I walk by. So let me turn around real quick and I'll show you the vantage point of how low it actually is. So I'm a full head length above this, so this is all gonna get limbed. I want to limb it up, you know, at least like here, and we'll have to look at this because what I really don't want to do is cut off any major limbs, but it's just put on so much growth, which I'm really happy for. I guess the wind blew this trellis over. I need to pick this up. But here's another vantage point. It's just so low, so I'm going to limb it up here as much as I can without changing the shape. I'll be ready to do that, but it's just too hot right now. And the cut flower garden is also looking extremely hot. The zinnias are doing really well. I water these on a daily basis, but this is just a really hot area. And this is exactly why I wanted to plant the cut flowers back here. And that's because it gets so much sun during the day and it gets the full-blown afternoon heat of the sun. And I wanted to be able to just say, okay, I'm done. We've made it to the end of August and I can pull everything and get prepped for all of the fall stuff that I'll be planting, and then also plan for all of the spring stuff that I'll be planting back here in the raised beds next spring. So this is a prime example. Even with water every single day, this is what it looks like back here because it's just so hot. But, you know, the boxwoods are still looking good, and the barberry looking good. Of course, it's such a tough plant. The veronica looks so-so. It's really slowed growth, but I can't wait to get all of this over here cleaned up and add a couple more raised beds back there for the springtime, maybe fall. It depends if we get around to that or not. Well, we still need to have some drip irrigation ran to over here because it's just kind of pieced together right now. But yeah, so I am just going to go ahead and get some stuff cut back here, and we'll go inside where it's not 102 degrees and put together an arrangement. I should also mention that, you know, allowing everything to kind of do its thing out here and run the sprinkler system and just really kind of try to maintain the raised beds, it's really given us the opportunity to see what does well back here, exactly what the sun conditions are. It it allows us to see where the sprinkler system needs tweaking and adjusting. And so I'm really glad we didn't come in here and take anything out initially other than where the raised beds are, because I knew we would for sure be using that raised bed space. And it just kind of gave us the opportunity to have what we wanted back there. And basically it scratched my itch as far as gardening went for at least this spring and this summer. And then now that I've been able to watch how everything has dealt with the heat, dealt with the rain, where the sprinklers hit and things like that, it's really given me the opportunity to take notes and figure out exactly what I want to go where. And so, yeah, I mean, it's driving us crazy not having this back in the front totally landscaped to this point, but it was good for us to wait on the front and the back. And then I'm really, really excited for this fall. And now I kind of know the ebbs and flows and the nuances of this yard and the sprinkler system, what on the sprinkler system needs to be tweaked, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, really excited for fall, but glad we waited to kind of rip everything out in the front and the back, other than where the raised beds are, where we absolutely use that space so much already this summer. And I know it's not the prettiest back here right now, just kind of in general. And, I debated on, do I show a little bit of bits and pieces of the backyard, because I'm 100% unhappy with the way it looks back here. But I promise to show the good and the bad. And this is the not so great part of gardening, where you're really just trying to figure out the space before you start making a whole bunch of really significant changes. And so, yeah, I promised I would show everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So here we are. Also, here is a progress shot here. I spoke in a previous video about needing to replace that one, but overall, growing really well. The window box purple velvet plant needs to be chopped really, really badly. It's kind of taken over, but again, we've just been really busy with the basement, and I haven't paid much attention to out here other than just watering and keeping things alive. But all of this back here has grown really, really well and quite a bit. And I also don't think I ever showed this. I need to weed all this columbine that continues to come back up, but I did a little path here. We ripped up all of the self-seeded stuff, and these were just 2 extra coral bells that I needed to get into the ground. And all of this stuff that you see planted here, the hostas and the, why am I blanking on the name on that? Bishop's hat. I had left over from other projects, so I just stuck it in here for the time being because I needed to get it in the ground. So I just never posted that video. Okay, so this is the container for this week. It's got some chicken wire. It is also from Goodwill, which there's no surprise there. I will be filling it with the zinnias. It will be pretty simple and sweet. And I may have to go out and cut a few more flowers if I plan to do another arrangement, but we will see. Okay, so here it is. I guess I was playing how many zinnias can you fit into one arrangement, but I think it's pretty simple and pretty sweet. From all sides, I love magenta, pink, and orange mixed together. Put this out of the way really quick. I had just a couple extra left over that I just couldn't get squeezed in this arrangement. And didn't want those to go to waste, so I stuck them in a cute little bud vase. But yeah, that is the arrangement for this week. As I mentioned, my mom and my stepdad are coming in town to house sit and dog sit while we are out of town on vacation. So they will get some enjoyment out of this one. And I plan on putting it on the mantle, I think. Okay, well, it found its way here, and I have some other pink and orange stuff on the mantle. This mantle still needs to be totally decorated. I haven't got around to that yet, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one.